好，今天我们请到的这位讲者叫 Caroline， 他是远从台北来的。大家可以看到这后面有个 DTM， 这是在 Toastmaster International 里面你可以得到最高的荣耀，也表示他非常的有经验。今天我们请到他来为我们讲解什么叫做 Toastmaster International， 让大家对这个东西更有概念。好，大家一起鼓掌欢迎他。
There's no microphone, so I'm just kind of going to walk around and talk to you all. It's my honor to be here at Jiayi. Actually, I have to say, Jiayi is a city I seldom come. But today, with Professor Tsai, that he asked me to come here to help do a demo meeting. As you probably know that Toastmaster is an international organization. And I'm here, I'm the district lieutenant governor of marketing. And I'm here today trying to help you to know what is a Toastmaster. And in Chinese, 我们常说吐司, 马司. What is a 吐司? You think it's probably a toast, right? In a machine, and you come out 2 pieces of bread. Toastmaster is a toast. Toast, what you do is sometimes when you have a celebration, you have a glass, you toast, right? When this organization was formed in 1924 by Dr. Ralph Smedley. 1924, just think, how many years ago was that? 89 years ago. Yeah. So it's a pretty well-established organization. They have so many educational material in their website. And even though myself, I got a DTM. What does DTM means? DTM means Distinguished Toastmaster. You at least deliver more than 50 speeches. And I'm working on my second DTM. That means next month I will have second DTM. The highest one today in Taiwan Toastmaster is 4th. Somebody had to finish the 4th, but that's only one person. And I'm trying to finish 3 in a couple of years. But anyway, beside the point, DTM, that means you have to finish at least 50 speeches. The training is to ask you to be proficiency in speech. Maybe you will ask me, why I want to join Toastmaster? I have so many clubs in the campus, right? You have dancing club, maybe mountain climbing club, all those fun clubs. But just think, what you really need after you graduate from the university, you need to find a good job. You need to find something that will get your professional career to advance. What's the most important thing in this competitive society? Tell me, what do you think is most important? Communication skill and leadership skill, right? Do you agree?
Yes.
Right, communication. I want to tell you a story that my husband, he's an executive vice president for China Trust Bank. When he was in the United States, he finished his PhD in chemical engineering. Of course, he studied MBA later on. But when he finished his chemical engineering PhD degree, he went to a company. And one day he tried to communicate with a plant manager. And after he gave about 30 minutes communication, and the plant manager asked him, say, can you tell me exactly what do you mean? So what I'm trying to say, even a PhD, that after his speech for 30 minutes, the plant manager doesn't really know what he's trying to tell him. So he realized that he has limited communication skill. So he joined the Toastmaster Club in Cincinnati, Ohio. That's, I joined in Taiwan, but he was joined really way back in Cincinnati because he realized that his communication skill is not professional. It's not enough for his, to communicate with the plant, with the company personnel. Okay, so how do I get this? Okay, so I'll just So now my point to you is, if you think communication and leadership training is important, do you want to waste your time to just go to mountain climbing or dancing club or whatever other club is? You want to join a club, can improve your speaking skill. This is the best educational organization. That's why here today, I'd like to share my experience with you. The core value, we have to know that in Toastmasters, we do emphasize those four core values. What is that? As integrity. You have to be honest, not just to other person, also honest to yourself. The second one is, I'm just not going to look at it, so I'm just going, the sequence may be off. So the other one is respect other people. When we deal with people, not only you want other people to respect you, right? You need to respect other people in search of excellence. Excellence. You know, we always trying to be better, trying to be the best. So whatever you want to achieve, whatever your goal is, you want to insert for the excellence. Then the last one is service to the member. As you probably know that Professor Tsai mentioned that we have people from Jiayi, from Thailand, and myself from Taipei. Why we come here? We spend our own train station. We don't get reimbursed. We are here by ourselves because we feel like this is the organization that worth to introduce to the young people. And you probably saw from the newspaper that the English skill in Taiwan right now is behind China, behind Singapore, behind a lot of countries. We want to make sure our student is in the front row, not in the back row, right? Did I speak too fast right now? I just want to make sure you do understand what I just said. Do you understand? Yes. Okay, good. So that's our core value. Next. And the mission of Toastmasters is we are in a very positive environment that we learn from each other to help us the speaking skill, also the leadership. Next one. And okay, so we can, next one. Okay, I mentioned that 1924, Dr. Ralph Smiley started the organization. Right now, we are the biggest non-profit educational in the world. We have 292,000 members, and we have 122 countries. All have Toastmasters. Just imagine, like August, I was in Bahama for my vacation. You know, anyone doesn't know Bahama? You all know Bahama, right? Okay, Bahama. I was in Bahama for my vacation, and I searched website, find out, oh, where is the Toastmaster? And I did find 34 of them. Can you imagine? So I picked the phone, called one of the club that was sponsored by, they call it Scotia Bank, sponsored Toastmaster Club. I went there and I did a visit. So wherever you go, in Istanbul, in Japan, Korea, they all have Toastmaster Club. They have 14,500 clubs around the world. And in Taiwan, we are started the first club we called Taipei Club in 1958. So right now, Taiwan has 146 clubs all around Taiwan. Only county we don't have club right now is Taidong. So if any of you know any person in Taidong, let me know. I'd like to charter a new club in Taidong. That's kind of, a little pity that we really don't have one, but otherwise in all the other countries, we have Toastmaster Club there. And we do have English Club, Mandarin Club, Taiwanese Club, Hakka Club, and Japanese Club. So it's not just English, but most the university club is in English. Here, I already repeat that, right? Next one. And here, you are Jiayi University. Just think, what other university we have? NTU, NCCU, Suzhou, Furen, and here, all those, there's more. This page cannot take all the school. So I just kind of pick a few for you to review. In the campus club, they do have activity once a year that all the campus students get together and they share their vision, they share their learning process, and to meet each other. So if you have a new club here, I'm sure next, the joint meeting, you can all participate. How Toastmasters work? First, they say, we are non-pressure. It really depends on your desire, your goal. We will not tell you, hey, you need to make a speech next week. No, we will ask every member to go through their own pace. There's no pressure to you. You want advance faster, then you give more speed, right? And also, I'd like to, before this, I'm sorry to hold on. Before we go through the communication, because most people will emphasize the communication part of the Toastmaster. But I want to tell you that leadership training actually is very important in Toastmaster organization. First, they go through the club officer. So if any of you, I don't know who is going to join, but if you do join the Toastmaster Club, remember, grab the officer role right away. The president, vice president education, vice president public relations, vice president membership, secretary, treasurer, and also we call the sergeant at arms. And all those is an important leadership training. After you go through officer's role, then you will find out, how you can be a good leader. Then we have area governor, area officer, division governor, division officer, then you go to the district. At each step, that you will learn something new for your leadership training. In Japan, there's one company that they recognize, they finally realize they used to only emphasize the communication part of the Toastmaster. They finally realized that the leadership is more important really than the communication. So they had a 15 club in their corporation started because they want to make sure all their employees are trained with the leadership. And here you can see we conduct meeting weekly, if that's what you want, and we give impromptu speech. What is impromptu speech? We have a session. We have a 3 main dish in Toastmaster. One is called prepared speech. The second one called table topic. What is a table topic? That means you have a question right away, and then just call someone from the floor and say, okay, will you answer the question? So you have 30 seconds. Think. That help you train your analytical thinking, right? Then organize what you want to say. Then also train your delivery skill. So that is a very important part of what we call the impromptu speech. Then the last part in Toastmaster is called evaluation. Why we need evaluation? This is the really special feature of Toastmaster evaluation because there are some other speech clubs. But what they will teach you, they will have a teacher come to here, teach you how to speak. But they will not evaluate you. For evaluation, because I mentioned before that Toastmaster is a learning that everybody helping everybody. We don't have teacher here. We don't have someone is a veteran here that give you the principle. We will have senior member to tell you what your speech, where you can be improved. As suppose say you walk too much, your body movement is too fast, your speech, no pause, your volume is all the same, that make everybody sleep in the room. So all those small things, and the most important, what I think I got the most benefit, is called eye counter. You remember maybe some of your professors, they will have those endings, and so, those filler. Why you laugh? No, just kidding. You must think about one of the professors, right? But anyway, you have those filler, and this club will help you to correct those filler that will make you have less, they call it art counter. Then, we'll talk about that. So the basic what I'm trying to say, evaluation is help you from your C1, the first speech to the 10th speech. They'll help you improve a little bit by little bit. And then you will be more like tomorrow, like a shining star, right? Here is the feed. But we'll talk drop-off fee later because that's not important. It's really a minimum charge. You know, you don't have to worry about that. And charter, we have to be 18 years old. We have to have at least 20 members. And some offers club sponsor those. We'll talk about that later too. There's an administration here. We already talked about that. This is the part I want to mention is C1 to C10 because you will say, what is C1? That's the first speech. It's called icebreaker. Why it's icebreaker? Icebreaker is for you to introduce yourself in English. Who you think you're the most familiar with? Yourself, right? So you start to say, oh, I'm Tommy Chen. I love sports. I love music. So you let your friend know what they can catch you next time when they want to play tennis. They'll give you a call, say, hey, I want to play tennis. Will you come with me? That's just for you to introduce them. Until the 10th speech, each speech will help you to improve certain part. The next one, this is after 10th speech, you will say, why? What I do after that? There are 13 advanced manuals, and each advanced manual has a special topic for you to do, and then you'll get 7 certificates each time when you finish the title, the next one. Okay, we talked about leadership, right? Here's the leadership training. I want to have you pay most attention is the listening skill, because most people love to talk. When I'm a senior member, usually when I'm standing here, I can't stop. Even though I know that I read science, I love to talk. But you have to train also your listening skill. That is more important than the speaking skill. And here, detail with product. Okay, that's the two you need to pay attention because that's a treasure for all the communication leadership. So you have time, go to those 2 websites. And thank you, give me the time today. Thank you.